Oh man. Oh
All
dude.
right, this is my turn. I think
Yes.
this is yours, right? Okay.
Yes.
Am I the battle for calling someone insufferable in front of our friends? Whoa, spicy. You know, I'm all about calling people out. Sometimes, like,
Yes.
yeah. There is someone in my friend group, Mary, who I considered more of an acquaintance. To be honest, I would not be friends with her on my own, but she's friends with my other friends, so I'm cordial. Mary is very insecure and has thanked us several times for putting up with her. No comment. And letting her be herself because apparently she has cycled through several friend groups already since moving here a few years ago. Unfortunately, I can see why. For how insecure she is, she also thinks she's the smartest person in the room at all times and is always interrupting people. If she thinks she can share a fun fact that makes her look smart, even if it means correcting someone on a joke. I recognize this post. Maybe I'm the one who put this in. Oh well, it feels like she's constantly nitpicking and often she will dig in her heels and argue about something that she turns out to be wrong about. She's also very touchy-feely and likes to give hugs where she basically drapes her whole body over yours. And she gets upset
Oh.
when I'm not ever in the mood for one of those hugs. Huh. We all got together for a
Hmm.
meal this weekend, and my entree was a bit spicy. I said I was gonna pour myself a glass of water, and Mary starts loudly saying, "No, don't drink water. Water is actually useless for spice. Drink a glass of milk instead." Did I do a good job on it?
No.
And it starts
God.
and it starts going on a long explanation of why milk was better for spice than water. She absolutely bulldozed over another friend who was in the middle of speaking to say all this too. I told her that water would be fine and could she please just chill? Mary just wouldn't drop it and kept saying that milk was better and water wasn't helpful for spice. Coming from someone who got a stomach problem because of milk on top of my spicy food. Okay, alright. I'm over here like I didn't get eat a pepper or anything. It's like a 3 out of 10. Can you effing relax? At this point, a couple other people are telling her to just let me drink water, and she's starting to dig in her heels about how it's objectively better to drink milk with spicy food. And I finally snap at her and say, "Oh my god, would you drop it already? You complain about how no one likes you for very long, and then you turn around and act effing insufferable. Just shut up about the milk, I don't care."
Oh my god.
Whoa, she breaks down crying pretty much on the spot, and the clamor of some people to comfort her and others to be like, I mean, that was harsh but true, pretty much derailed the whole gathering. Mary said through another friend that she is not going to speak another word to me until I apologize. Our other friends are pretty torn, and some are saying that it was too harsh because she's younger than the rest of us. Although we are all in our 20s, I'm willing to apologize, but I don't think I'm the only one who did anything wrong here. Well, Moss said that they know someone like this in real life. Their friend group has been friends with them for years, and it's a very complicated situation. But the person got has gotten a bit better after multiple talking tos. Yeah, I guess yeah, like
Well,
you know,
I
like
mean that's good. First of
yeah,
all, that that freaking person got better after being talked to. Some people are
freaking
scared to
person.
talk to. Yeah, some people are just scared to even bringing it up. Like they're afraid of confrontation. So it's good on you, Moss, for having a friend group that's not scared to talk to your friend. That's how it should be. First of
Yeah,
all,
yeah,
yeah. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I just wanted to say that.
I agree with you on that, so it's fine. Hmm. Well, there's always this kind of person in our life somewhere. The type that's like, oh, thank you for being friends with me, but let me be a jerk. Let me be a bit of a. I mean, calling her a jerk over this seems too much, but imagine if every single gathering they come and like say things that just like they just want to be a center of attention. Like, isn't this a pick me behavior?
Yes, yes, that was actually like the first thing I wanted to say
Yeah,
initially, but it's definitely freaking pick me behavior. Oh
yeah.
my god, like what do you mean? Like, um, yeah, go on, go on.
Like,
I'm still waiting my turn. Sorry.
well, you know how I feel about those kinds of people. So,
Oh, you love them.
oh
You love them.
yeah,
They're your favorite.
very much. Very much. That like, but then I feel like, I mean, I agree with OP in a way that I would be snarky, but I think she should have like, I don't know, written the script first in her head or something to make it like snarky but not so snarky so she doesn't sound like a butthole.
Hmm.
You
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I have to say for now.
All right. I'm gonna get ready now. I
All
need
right.
to take a sip of water. Give me 1 second. All right. First of all right. This girl, the friend, right, the one that's a pick me, is just wrong. Okay. I don't know why she put like this whole elaborate description about her being clingy and whatnot, because that's not technically an issue. It's this initial incident, right? That
Mm.
where she was suffering. This OP was suffering. She was dying. Okay. She said freaking milk is spicy or something like that, right? Like, um, dude, if someone is miserable and not having a good time and you want to control the conversation and be a pick me and be like, no, that's like you don't need it, blah 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 blah, that is first of all selfish, right?
Mm.
Like what if like she is legitimately in pain, right? And well, I'm not going to deny that she was, right, the OP. um but like, who are you to say like no, don't drink water? I'm pretty sure water is pretty important to life. Okay. The fact that she was trying to stop her from just drinking water is kind of bad in itself. Um, next thing, it's like, okay, well, other people were also telling this person to chill out and let OP drink water, and she's still being like, no, it's better to drink milk, blah 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 blah. All right, despite the fact that she was right or wrong, it doesn't matter. It's just it was still an uncomfortable situation for OP. They were not happy, right? They were not in a good spot. They were miserable. And then all that OP said was, "Oh my God, would you drop it already? You complain about how no one likes you for very long. You turn around and act fun, the effing insufferable. Just shut about the milk. I don't care." I'm pretty sure half of that was because she was miserable. Like she was not comfortable. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, like, let's be real here. I remember I was trying to squeeze. Okay, this is. I know this is a little tangent here, but I need to say this.
Right.
All right, I was trying to squeeze into a Halloween costume, right? And it was not going well, and I was miserable. All right, and it was hard to breathe. I was sweating. I was hot and uncomfortable, right? And boys being boys, like we were joking around with each other. One of my friends freaking tripped me, and I started rolling because I couldn't catch myself, right? And I snapped. I got pissed off. Like I yelled and I said, stuff that I should have probably not said, you know.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, it's like when you're uncomfortable, your temper is already going to be elevated, right?
True.
So, so she shouldn't really. I guess I know it's still like mean that she said it that way, but she broke down crying on the spot in front of everyone, all the friends and whatnot. And then everyone started like comforting her. Oh, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. This in itself is already terrible. The whole
Yeah.
situation is just terrible. Like, I can't believe people like this exist. And it's Izanagi posted this and he's like, someone stopping someone from drinking water is crazy. And it is. Like, dude, it'll be different if you were on your 8th or ninth glass of vodka or something. You know what I mean? Then you have a problem. But no, this is water. Like, what do you mean? Like,
Right. And like, I'm the bearer of bad news. People like this exist. Do more. They
no, they
do.
don't. I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Yeah, it's time. It's time to move back home.
Exactly, Melly. It's time to pack up our bags.
Yeah,
Like I know,
leave the
I know
earth.
this is right. I know this was supposed to be the first of our series, but no, I can't do this. Like, uh,
But yeah, like the play victim game is strong, but at the same time, OP should have said it nicely, I guess. Well, Moss was mentioning that, after this they could have done a calmer conversation and stuff, so it will be better. And hi,
so,
Shirozeneru, thank you for coming. It's your first time here, I believe. I hope I'm not wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Anyway, uh, Shirozeneru said that if they are friends, the rest of the friends can say that the argument is between them and let them settle it themselves and not get involved. Fair point.
hey, yes, no, dude, exactly, dude. And the fact that they made this whole big debacle, like bringing everyone into it, just proves that their friendship dynamic, there's something weird with that. You know what I mean? Like it's just, it shouldn't be a hive mind.
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
I mean,
But yes.
well, alright. And hi, Rolka. The sea serpent is here. She graced us with her presence.
Ooh, let's go, sea serpent. Let's go.
Alright. And then, like, I mean, well, I do have a friend group. It's all girls. And yeah, sometimes we have beef, of course. And like, yeah, usually they just let us do our own thing. Like, we can vent,
Mhm.
but, you know. And like, I believe that my friend group has like some kind of like a good enough communication skill to just be like, oh, actually, what you did made me feel horrible. Instead of saying that, you know, you are so effing this or you are so effing that kind of thing. But I feel like OP goes straight to that. Also because she's not, you know, maybe she's not into this girl to begin with. That's why she is
Okay.
describing the whole thing. Like, when you meet someone and you immediately don't vibe and anything they do feels wrong in your eyes?
Uh, okay. All right. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, it's petty, but it happens. But yeah, then this is all about the game of who's the better person, right?
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I cannot say that I don't empathize with OP. But yeah. Exactly,
Okay.
Shirozeneru. Shirozeneru said that insecure people always wants attention for themselves. Yeah, and I personally cannot stand them. So, well, on the DMs or something, I think I told you about this, about like how some people try to joke about other people's insecurity, and I just step in and be like, trying to put them in their place. Yeah,
Right.
I'm the chaotic one in the group usually. But yeah, as much as possible, I
Okay.
try to be nice about it, like, oh, that's not cool. Remember what your mother said? Don't be a butthole. No, I don't go that way, but you know what I mean. Right?
I kind of do. I kind of do, but I don't. Because just the way my personality is, if I have an issue, I'll bring it up. I'll be like, "Yo, what's going on?" And I would try to squash it as soon as possible. Um, because that just leads the door, like it opens the door to more miscommunication. You know what I mean? Like if you just want to kind of like let it slide, personally, I can't do that. I
Mm,
need the other person to establish that communication. Like, hey, dude, that was kind of messed up. Why did you do that? And then if I don't like the answer, I'll dig. Like that's just me.
that's,
I just, oh,
I mean,
I hate it.
in an ideal world, that will work, but sometimes people just don't cooperate. So you push, and then they'll be like, no, maybe you're just being sensitive and stuff like that. Once they say that, well, something inside me will explode and nothing can save it anymore. So I'd
Well, see,
rather.
that's what I'm saying though. No,
Mm,
but that's what I'm saying though. Like, I don't want to get to that level. I don't want to get to like so many misunderstandings where it'll just build and build and then I'll explode. I hate that.
But
you know?
what if the person you're talking to decided to just be more of a butthole and be like, you know, it is what it is. This is how I am like, you know, like, or maybe
Well,
you're just too sensitive, or maybe you're just mean because you're calling me out.
well, all right. It's I've actually experienced this multiple times.
Alright.
uh, and I actually had a person that was trying to enter a little friendship circle. Why is that so hard? But you know, like be a friend, right? And
Yeah.
like try to hang out with us and everything. And they were petty as hell. I'm talking about like seriously, like it felt like this person wasn't a real person. It was they were like a little cartoon character or like a villain. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Um, and I had a problem with that. I straight up did, and I talked to him. I was like, "Yo, dude, like that's not cool, man. Like what you're saying to people, and we're supposed to be your friends. Why are you being like this? Well, this is how I am. If you don't like it, then blah 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 blah." Yeah, I was like, yeah, okay. If that's how you're gonna be, then either A, you change, or B, don't come back. So I've had said that multiple times before. I
Whoa.
don't tolerate that because, dude, if you're gonna be disrespectful and make people uncomfortable in my friend group, I will freaking fight you. I will bite you in the freaking shin. Like I don't like that. I really don't like that. Like, why would you go through this whole like tirade of, hey, like we're gonna tolerate this person just so I could blow up later. Like that doesn't.
Ah.
I hate that. Like, I would rather just get it over with and rip the band-aid off. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of people say this, like, well, what if that's just how they are in the beginning? Like, that's their shell. Well, then, dude, how are you gonna make a connection with someone like what you were saying earlier? Like, how are you gonna make a connection with someone if you don't want to be around them?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So, like, how are you gonna be opening up to this person and trying to find out how they really are when the outside is a turd?
True, true,
you
true,
know?
true. People don't dig through that, okay?
Yeah, dude, I don't want to dig through poop. I have clean hands. I like eating food. I don't want poop on my hands, right?
But yeah,
So yeah, no,
yeah,
go ahead.
I'm taking notes actually from what you say. I have a bit of that difficulty of just calling people out when it's time to call people out. I just sometimes I gaslight myself being like, "Oh, maybe I'm just too sensitive or something." But then a week later, I'm still thinking about it and I'm still pissed about it. And sometimes it takes years. I'm a grudge holder.
Oh,
But yeah,
oh no.
I'm just worried about like what will happen if I tell them like, this is not cool. I find this disrespectful, and then they'll be like, "Oh, but this is how it is. It is what it is," kind of thing. Then I really didn't know how to react to that. And like sometimes, yeah, cause I'm married, sometimes it doesn't. If it's my own friend, then it's easier to make decisions. But if it's not, you know, right? Like we cannot
Right.
tell
Okay.
our
So
partner to just stop being friends with this person kind of thing. All we can do is just like, oh, this person is a bit disrespectful, Like,
well, no, no, no. So you should never, ever, ever put your value that low. Okay. So if you do have a problem, right? If you have a problem with someone and you're worried that it's going to affect your spouse or your partner or whoever it is, right? You need to talk to him or her. You just need to talk to this person, your partner. You got to be like, yo, this is what's affecting me. And if you really do care about me and love me the way that you say you do, you need to acknowledge how I feel. Because let's be real here, it's going to be the same exact thing. You're gonna have that feeling, that gut feeling where it's just piling on, right? you're not
mm,
you're not happy. It's making you miserable and nothing's getting done about it, so it's not resolving. So what's going to happen? You're going to ball it up and it's going to build and build and build and build, and then eventually you are going to explode. And that's not like healthy for anyone, like for yourself or for your partner or for that person.
mm-hmm.
It's better if you get that out. You need to talk and be like, yo, this is a problem. This is a problem, and I'm gonna tell you why. And if you don't care, there's a problem between us then. Because communication is everything. You can't just be like, yo, I'm gonna let it pass because I love this person and I don't want to cause any issues. Let's be real
Hmm.
here. If you do that, there's issues already being created because now you can't trust your partner to handle your emotion. So like I'm sorry. I need a it's just a lot of grunting. I know I get it. I'm sorry. But it's one of those things where you have to be comfortable enough to trust. Trust is so important, right? But you have to trust your partner. You have to trust that they're going to acknowledge your feelings. And if there's no trust and no communication, there's going to be worse. There's going to be fighting. There's going to be crying. A foot's going to fly off somewhere. It's just not a good look, right? You don't want that.
I
So,
guess. But here's the thing
yeah.
though, what does it mean, like, to acknowledge actually? Like,
So,
yeah.
I Okay, so everyone has different forms of communication, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that they have to be drastic where, oh, I'm gonna go talk to this person now. No, no, no. Some people are introverts, some people are shy, some people don't like confrontation, right? But the fact that if they want to acknowledge something that's an issue, they're willing to change, right? It could be the smallest things. It doesn't always have to be verbal, it could be physical, it could be an emotional thing, like some kind of change. So like let's say that all right, I know this is weird, but just bear with me here, okay?
Okay.
Let's say I am not me. I am just an introvert. I don't like talking to people. I'm nervous. I hate confrontation, right? And let's say that you came up to me and I was your partner and you're like, hey, Lumo, I don't like blah, 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 because they are disrespectful and they treat me like garbage, right?
Mm.
And if I really did care about you, right? And from the bottom of my heart, I wanted you to be happy and comfortable, even though I didn't like that confrontation, at least doing something like minimizing time being spent with that friend. Especially for an introvert, that's
Mm.
super freaking easy. Especially for an introvert. Let's be real. They could just be like, "Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Like I can't kick it. I got class or I got a doctor's appointment," right? Minimizing that contact, right? And then also like another small thing that they can do. They could be like, "Yo, so um, you know, spouse partner has issues, right? So I don't want to escalate things and I don't want to get into a confrontation. So you know what I'm going to do? Not only am I going to limit my exposure time to the person that's causing this, right? I'll actually try to spend more time with the partner, right? Like trying to like help steer it away because like I said, it doesn't always have to be verbal. It could just be like an emotional connection that they're trying to fix, right? Because I don't know about you, and I feel like this is a very general statement. I know not everyone feels this way, but at least then, like you're worried about your partner, so you're gonna change the way you act. You're gonna change the way you want to move. And I would be super super like weirded out because I'll be like, yo, like I don't want to talk to this person anymore because my partner hates it
Ah,
or
yeah.
her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I know I went off on a long rant,
No,
but
no.
I
I
had.
asked and you answered, which is great. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Nah, don't apologize, man. It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah, you already know this. I am a blabbermouth, so I will go on forever if I need to.
Yeah, it's actually, yeah. So is this person a butthole? Final verdict.
Okay, so let me preface or preface or however the freaking English words are hard.
Yep.
Let me say this. All right, this person is an asshole or butthole. Jesus, sorry. This person's a butthole for not like for tolerating this person for so long. Okay, this person needs to cut the cancer. All right, this person, the friend, the bad one, right, the touchy feely one, whatever, is toxic. She's a cancer. All right, she's bringing other people down and trying to be the pick me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just because it's a quote unquote friend doesn't mean that's okay. You need to distance yourself from people like that. You need to you, you know, I wanted to say this earlier, but you need to put yourself higher on the pedestal. You need to love yourself. Not to be corny, but you need to love yourself. You need to be better than what other people think of you, right? Because if they think that you're like uh steamrolled, like someone easy, like a pushover, they're gonna treat you like that, right? So definitely, like, having your own value is definitely better. So in a way, yes, she is, but finally kind of fighting back and trying to not die and drink water, I don't think she's a butthole for that. Like,
Mm.
yeah. And then, oh, especially the last part, what you were talking about, that the Marie said that she's going to not speak to me until I apologize. All of her friends are pretty torn, and some are saying that it's too harsh because she's younger than the rest of us. I'm
Oh.
willing to apologize. She put that she's willing to apologize, right? But I don't
Mm-hmm.
think I'm the only one who did anything wrong. So don't, ugh, no. I don't like that hive mind mentality. It doesn't matter what age they are. All right.
True.
I know, yes, age is maturity. I get that, but it doesn't matter. I think in a way she was a butthole, but for this like particular situation, no, she wasn't. I think the friend was the butthole.
Yeah. Another friend group problem. Let's go.